Hi, I'm Juliet Hall, and if this is your first time joining me, I want to just introduce myself. I am a leadership consultant and a speaker. I speak on the topics of servant leadership and self-maximization, and I am also a new author. I wrote this book, Own Your Opportunities, a story of self-discovery and self-determination, which is available wherever you buy books. And today I want to talk about one of the keys to owning your opportunities is to recognize when you've outgrown a situation. Recognize when you've outgrown a situation. And in my book, I actually outline 3 ways to recognize when you've outgrown a situation. But for this video, I'm only going to talk about one. And that key is vision. That's one of the ways that you can recognize when you've outgrown a situation, when there is a conflict in vision. Now, who is this talk for? This talk is for anyone who may be frustrated in his or her career, or you may be feeling lost, or perhaps you are restless and maybe seated in a role or in a space where there's a conflict in direction between you and the person who's leading you. And this may not only apply to a career situation, this could also apply in personal situations as well. If you're in a relationship or a situationship and there's a conflict in vision and you're feeling some deep-seated tension, then you may want to listen to what I have to say. So let's talk about vision. I want to start by saying that I believe that one of the most important essential traits, if not the most essential trait that any leader can have, is vision. Vision is really something that is divine. It's a divine gift, and it's something that really elevates us from the rest of the creatures in the animal kingdom. Vision is really what separates the men from the boys, if you will, or from the high value man or high value woman from everyone else. Vision is really something that personally I find attractive when I am meeting people, especially someone that I might be interested in getting to know. I find that, at least at my age, which, I'm over 40, I find that vision is what makes someone so attractive, someone who has vision, someone who knows who he is and where he is destined to go and is making it happen for himself. Vision is so attractive. And the older you get, I find that when I meet mature people in terms of their age, and they have no sense of direction for their lives, it's actually quite sad to me. I think vision is what separates the truly great leaders from the status quo. Vision allows you to see something that not for how it is or for how they are, but for how it could be. I remember I was making a real estate purchase and I came across a property that looked really run down, torn. It wasn't well kept, but I saw its potential. And I knew that if I gave that property some love, made some enhancements, that it could be something beautiful. And I made that purchase. And so I just think that's just an example. That's just a small example there. But again, there's a difference between vision and sight, because if I looked at that property and I saw that, oh my gosh, it just takes too much work, then, it wouldn't be the diamond that it is today. And so A lot of people pass up opportunities because of what they see. And your sight sometimes makes you feel, it influences how you feel. But if you have vision, you're able to look into a person or a situation and see what's right about it, and see its potential, and see its value and the opportunity in it. And from there, you become motivated to pursue it and to manifest it. That's someone with vision. So people with vision are not deterred by what they see. They just aren't. Thank God for people like Martin Luther King. Thank God for people like Mandela, who achieved something that other people wouldn't dare to, because it seemed too impossible. Thank God for people like Jeff Bezos, who created an empire out of his garage. I mean, really, what would we do without Amazon? Really, what would I do without Amazon right now? And so vision, these are just examples of some real visionaries, and they are or were just ordinary people who did extraordinary things, but they saw something internally that motivated them to pursue what it is that they believed. And if they can do it, why can't I? Why can't you? So that's how important vision is. And I want to, when I'm speaking to different audiences and I'm speaking on the topic of servant leadership, I always talk about vision, and I always ask this question. I'm going to ask you, without vision, people what? Fill in that blank. Without vision, people what? Now, if you are like most people, especially if you live in the South, the Bible Belt, then you said perish. I bet you said perish, because that's really what everyone says. You attended Sunday school, good for you. But people don't really understand what that word means, perish. If you unpack that word, what that scripture is saying, that is, without vision, people lack discipline, they lack restraint, they are in a state where anything goes. They have no guardrails, they have no boundaries, they have no purpose or no sense of purpose. That's what that means when you don't have vision. And if you've ever been in a situation where you were led by someone who didn't know where he or she was going, how did you feel? You most likely felt frustrated. You most likely felt unfulfilled, disengaged, ready to quit, jump ship, or get out the car and move in your own direction. I remember one person saying to me when I was doing a workshop, this person said peril, that he felt he was in a state of peril. And I was like, wow, that is such a very interesting word, because the word peril means danger. I want you to think about it. If you don't have a vision for your life, you're really subject to be in danger, because you will fall victim to anything, to anybody, to perhaps the wrong influences that would inhibit your own personal growth and development. Think about that. If you don't have a vision for your own life, or if you don't even have a vision, for the work that you do, you will follow anything and anybody. You will follow what the world or what the culture dictates for you. And you may actually believe what others have to say about you and put stock into it. if you don't have enough conviction about who you are and where you're going. You will give other people permission or license to dictate that for you. Is that how you want to live? Do you want to be controlled? I don't think so. Nobody wants to be. But there are problems with vision. Most people don't have one. And if you do have a vision for your life, you may not be communicating it regularly. Or if you have a vision for the work that you do, for the department that you're leading or organization that you're leading, if you are not leading with vision, there will be division. Trust me on that. So it's important to have a vision. It's important to start with the vision board. You know, I'm looking over here. I have a vision board and I'm looking at my vision board. I look at it every time I come into this room. And I can even see, you know, at the cornerstone of who I am, of who I see myself. It's based on Proverbs 3rd chapter, 15th through 18th verses. If you're interested, you can look it up yourself. But that's how I see myself. That's the GPS for my life, is to become a woman that embodies the scripture of Proverbs 3rd chapter, 15th through 18th verses. It dictates everything that I do, my vision. In fact, let me tell you what vision should dictate. It dictates how I spend my time. My vision dictates how I spend my money. It influences the people that come into my life, especially those close, intimate relationships with my friends or trusted circle, or even significant other. If we're not like-minded, if we're not rowing in the same direction, if we don't have the similarities of having a progressive goals for our lives, those are people that if I don't have those kinds of people in my life, I will find them, or let me say it differently, those are the people that exist in my life. And if someone does not have that sense of direction, let me leave that one alone. Anyway, but yet my vision dictates my goals. My vision, it even dictates certain things that I enjoy doing, hobbies that I have. Like playing tennis. You know, tennis is a sport that I enjoy. It's a fitness hobby. It's actually where I met two key people that have helped me with my business. And yeah, I mean, that's what vision does. And vision, most importantly, vision allows me to say no. If someone wants me to engage in a certain business venture and it doesn't align with what I'm already doing or my strengths or my gifts or my talents, the answer is no. I had someone today asking me to look at a presentation that had to do with some kind of financial venture that involved trading. And, you know, I was like, no, that's not, I have my own financial plan, right? You know, it's easy for me to say no if something does not align with the vision that I have for my life. So, you know, so that's what I want to share with you. Vision, you know, vision is like putting an address in your GPS, because vision really is your destination. It's your destiny. It's where where you are striving to be. And just like putting an address in the GPS, you know, Siri will tell you where to go. Like, you know, take this turn, take that turn. Siri will show you lay out the roadmap for you. Siri will show you where there are big traffic spots when you see the red in the highway lanes. And it also shows you the clear paths. And the cool thing about it is, we are all prone to making wrong turns in our life, right? Just like you may make a wrong turn. I know I make it all the time when I have Siri, say make a right turn and I somehow miss that turn. Guess what? Siri will reroute you. And that's encouraging for all of us, because even if you make a mistake in life, even if you make that wrong turn or make that bad investment or get involved with the wrong relationship, thank goodness that your life can be rerouted and restored back to its purpose. And you can be back on track with your vision. So anyway, I just wanted to share how vision is so crucial. It is one of the most, if not the most important traits that you can have as a leader, as a man, as a woman. It's divine-like. We have the ability to see things internally, and we have the ability to go out and manifest it and obtain it and pursue it. And it's, I tell you, so many people don't tap into that divine gift of vision. And I want to encourage you today to do that. So here's what you can do. If you don't have that vision board, start a vision board. If you don't have a vision written down, get a blank sheet of paper and just write something down. Write what it is that you see, You can also, again, shameless plug here, buy my book, because in my book, I tell the story of a Black woman in corporate America who discovers her value and who leaves the company to pursue freedom, to pursue sanity, to pursue that dream, that vision. And I essentially tell my story, and I also outline some tips and strategies to help you as well in your journey. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful for you. Hope you enjoyed it. And leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, share this talk or this video with those who you think might benefit from it. And I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.